Tanya.
This is Paula.
And we are
Two Black Chicks and a Bottle of Wine.
We're here. We have arrived. The top 4 have been selected. And it didn't include Jim. I'm sorry, I had to get it out.
I know.
It was there. We're done. Okay. I'm cleansed.
Uncleansed. And we are at week 9 of competitions. We just have one more week left before we find out who America's favorite dancer is. And guys, I am psyched. I am so psyched.
Yeah.
And as always, the judges were Nigel, Paula, and Jason Jose Derillo.
Ain't nobody calling him Jose. No, he blew that shot. No, it's not happening ever again. No.
Yeah. So, last night's performance, there was no opening number. We had no opening numbers.
But that's okay,
That's
because it ended up having the top 4 doing duets with each other, as well as a number with an all-star plus a solo number, which resulted in each one of them doing 5 different numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, the opening number, we can let that go today.
Yeah, because there was quite a bit of dancing going on.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of dancing.
It was extra chunky with some dance. Yes.
Sure was. And let's get into it. And let's start off with the top 4's duets. So first up, we had Yaya and Hailie take on a hip hop routine by Nick Bass and Misha Gabriel. It was a good routine.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I kind of want to take a look at it again. But it had its moments. It wasn't as hard hitting as I'd hoped it was going to be, you know, and the message of them being sort of cat burglars kind of got lost in the middle. But yeah, I could not dispute Yaya coming for you all hard. She was all just coming right at you. So it worked. And Hailie, it worked in the beginning, kind of would have come and go in waves, but eventually, you know, she met up with Yaya at the end. I mean, it wasn't that she, you know, Travis will say things like, oh yeah, she's going to do better than Yaya in this one.
Travis. No.
I mean, we love you, Travis. Clearly.
We adore you.
But that, no. Okay, so moving on. Next routine, we had a lyrical hip hop routine that was danced by Virgil and Gabby, and it was choreographed by season 5 contestant Philip Chabib. Pac-Man. Okay, now those of you with a keen eye have caught in that dance. You looked at it and you went, I have seen this before. You have. Because you saw a couple of months ago when Philip released a video of him and his partner doing this very routine on a subway platform in LA. And the choreography was just as stunning now as it was then.
Yes.
So Virgil and Gabby did a fantastic job of interpreting Philip's moves, and it was beautiful and lyrical, and it was flowing everywhere. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was just gorgeous.
The movement, they definitely were moving as one. I mean, the partnering here was just amazing. Like, they really kept up with each other, and the lifts that Virgil had to do, poor little Virgil, they gave him a hard time about it. So I said, no, stop it now.
Leave Virgil alone.
It was great. The lifts, the little turns underneath, and it was just all around a beautiful and seamless, gorgeous hip hop routine, and they handled it beautifully.
Yeah.
Wonderful routine. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Move on to the third duet, which was danced by Yaya and Gabby once again, and they took on a jazz routine by Nick Flores and RJ Devrel, and it was female empowerment all the way here.
Once again.
Yep.
And they have a tendency, they kind of love to do that on this show, and not that we're mad, and it was beautiful, and there were some great moments, including, you know, the two of them lifting each other and carrying each other in one way or another. The whole thing with Yaya holding on to Gabby, she's her feet in the air, and I'm just like,
she's so little, but she's so strong.
Yeah.
Strong like a bull.
Yes,
beautiful.
she is.
So it was good. It was good.
routine.
But it wasn't as, I suppose, connected
Mm-hmm.
as last week's routine with Stacey Tukey, choreographing Megs and Hayley. Now that was rip your heart out time.
Yeah.
That was truly emotional and powerful, and so it wasn't that.
Yeah.
But this was something else. This was something else entirely. This was a celebration of, we are women. Hear us roar. But, I could have used a little bit more raw emotion behind it.
It needed just that little bit more.
A little extra kick, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then afterwards we had a contemporary routine that was done by Yaya and Virgil, and it was choreographed by Miss Fields herself,
Stacey Tukey.
Now, Stacey said in the rehearsal portion that she intentionally she created a piece of choreography that would even be difficult for contemporary dancers to do. And, seriously, I mean, it's Virgil and Yaya, they're hip hop dancers, and they may not be up to par with most contemporary dancers technically.
They're not as well versed, yeah.
But I will say this, they did a marvelous job in performing this routine. Their performance in this was amazing, and it carried it through all the way. And it had, to me, I felt like it was just as good.
Yeah.
It was just as good as if you did have two solid contemporary dancers up there dancing it, because you could see their growth in it.
Yeah.
I was totally blown away.
It was beautiful. It was soft. It showed some vulnerability of the two of them together, which did not come up very often in this season, and it worked to their advantage.
It sure did.
Yeah.
And then after Yaya and Virgil, we had Hayley and Virgil take on a Broadway routine by Josh Bergassi.
Now already you're thinking this is going to be good.
Yeah.
And you're right. It was adorable. Okay, you throw in, Josh Bergassi doing the choreography, you got Hayley, you got Virgil. Now these two light up the stage all by themselves. You put them together, it's like 200 watts of, and they had a good time kind of doing a push and pull, give and take sort of fighting in the middle of the routine.
It was just all around fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was entertaining, and great routine by Josh Bergassi. Yeah, really great routine. And then closing things out for the top 4 duets, we had Gabby and Haley take on a contemporary routine by Travis Wall.
Travis Wall. Travis, shut your face, Wall.
He's just delivering this season completely, one right after the other. This was a good and beautiful routine. It didn't have the impact that we were looking for with the Megs and Hayley routine, but it was still nonetheless, the ladies, the girls, they really felt the routine. They were really into it, and you could see it. Their connection in this was very obvious, especially once they stopped dancing and they went back to listen to the judges' commentary. I mean, you could see that they were into it, but for me, I felt like it was great that they got it and they were able to feel it, but I was just like, this is Travis. He spoiled us.
He has spoiled us this season. He's brought us some astounding work, absolutely stellar things. The group routines, don't even get me started.
Don't go there.
But it was kind of like, this is standard Travis. We were looking for superior Travis, I suppose.
Yeah.
And we got standard Travis. And we're just like, aw.
Come on now.
We want more.
Yeah,
we've been spoiled. We've totally been spoiled.
But the ladies did beautifully. They did a really good job on this one.
Okay.
And then with that said and done, we now moved on to the solos and the performances with the All Stars. And the first solo we saw for the evening came from Gabby, and she did her last tap solo for the season, and this is all Gabby.
Yeah. Basically, the idea for those last couple of dances, especially for the solos, was just leave it on the floor. Everything you've been working on, everything you've been holding in, leave it all out there on the floor.
Yes.
And that's what they all did.
Yeah.
And Gabby started it. She started it off with her routine, and it's a song that I love. And she just went for it. She completely and utterly went for it.
Yep. And then we had the first top 4 in All-Star routine, and that was Virgil and Joshua doing a hip-hop routine by Farside and Phoenix, and hoo-yah!
This was a come to Jesus moment. We were throwing shoes at the screen. We were dead. It was living testosterone. This thing came at you fast and hard and relentless, and you didn't want it to end.
It was that good, y'all.
They came
at it hard.
Yes.
Even Nigel got a little hardcore at the judges' table.
And you know that could not have been easy for him.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine him getting all hard and then asking for some Earl Grey tea.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, but they got everybody hyped. Yeah. Everybody was hyped.
Everybody was hyped, and that was an amazing routine. Just the type of energy we were looking for. It was
that was the big
through
one.
the roof.
That was the come to Jesus moment of the night. Yes,
through the roof.
Yes,
great job by these two. And then we had Virgil's solo.
Because why not?
Why not? You know, he donned his little nutty professor gear with his geeky glasses and his little suit, and he rocked it.
Of course.
He rocked it.
From the second he began, he showed us exactly why. The boy has never been on the bottom. He's never been at risk. He always executes beautifully, and he is the definition of the word showman.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well done, sir. Then we had a hot and spicy jazz routine that was choreographed by Ray Leeper, and it was danced by Hayley and All-Star Marco.
Marco.
Yes, this is all hot and steamy, and it didn't help. It did help. It didn't hurt that we had some music by the one and only Miss Jackson.
Janet.
Love us some
Janet.
But great routine.
Yes. They were looking for hot, they were looking for sexy. They got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They sure did.
Okay, moving on.
Then we had Hayley solo. Well done, Miss Hayley. She decided that she was going to do her solo to Miss Paula Abdul's Cold-Hearted Snake.
A classic. You know, we were just like, now that's blatant.
Yes.
And you know what? I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad, girl.
That was good, girl.
You do you.
Yep. Chills.
Yeah.
And
There's a serious prize on the line. You use what you got.
Yes. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we had Yaya team up with All-Star Cyrus, the robot.
Yes, Glitch. Glitch was back.
And they were doing a hip-hop routine by Mr. Christopher Scott, and I was at the edge of my seat like...
We were waiting for it. Animation supreme.
Yes.
Yes.
We were waiting.
Yes. Yo.
Oh, man. You know what? I think maybe this was a little bit even too much for Christopher Scott to handle, because for this to be the sequel to that awesome piece of animation goodness that we saw back in season 9 that happened between Cyrus and Twitch.
Twitch and Glitch.
Oh my God.
To match it would have been is difficult enough. To surpass it, that is Everest. Yeah, it would have been difficult just to match that energy, that fire coming from it, and it didn't. So surpassing that was not gonna happen.
It wasn't. I mean,
it started out great, and then it just sort of,
yeah, which was sad, because it's just like, you know what? The routine was still good. It was still a good routine. They danced it awesomely, of course, but it was lacking that punch to the gut that you needed, that thing that made you want to jump up on your couch and start throwing things and, you know, breaking
I
things.
did not throw my shoe. I was holding it. I was waiting for it, and I couldn't throw it.
It didn't happen. And that is like so messed up because I so
Like,
wanted
we were
it to
waiting
happen.
for that. This is the moment we've been waiting all season for.
Yeah, this was the point in the show where the stage literally split in two.
Yeah.
Because of the
It should have,
energy
yes.
and the action coming out of these two. It should have happened, but
Like there was a fault line right underneath the thing. No.
yeah, no. But like I said, it was still a good routine,
Yeah.
and it's always good to see Cyrus. Sir, thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the final solo of the evening was Miss Yaya, and she just straight up beasted
Yes.
this solo.
Yes.
And I
We've
was
been
just
using
like,
beasting as a verb, and that was why.
yeah,
That was why.
she went total ape on this.
She was killer. She was
Yeah.
absolutely killer. She was precise. She had speed. Speed, precision. She was hitting it so hard, and it was ah.
It was Yaya.
Yeah. She
Bring
came
the
at it like an
monster.
assassin. It was awesome.
She came. Woo,
Yes.
Miss
She
Yaya.
came for y'all. She came for all of us.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final dance routine of the night was Gabby and All Stars Zach, and they did a tap routine by Mr. Anthony Morigerato.
Anthony Morigerato.
Yes. And honey, jump on this train really quick because it's about to go full steam ahead.
And there was no stopping. There
None.
was no stopping.
This-
They pull out Anthony just for these tap routines, and they just showed you why.
This
Okay.
was just awesome on all levels.
This was like something out of an MGM movie.
Mhm.
It was Gene Kelly, Judy Garland all over again, dancing atop all these boxes and coming back this way, and all the taps were crisp and clean, and you could see them, you could hear them. Gabby stepped up her game a lot to match Zach, and it worked. It worked beautifully. They worked together really, really well.
Yes, the musicality in their footwork and
Yes.
how they moved through that stage was just mwah.
Yeah.
It was superb, sublime. You really didn't even need the music because they're
The musicality in their feet. Yeah.
ugh,
Yeah. Yep.
standing. Oh, that was amazing. I loved it. It was great. They gave me everything.
That was her
I needed.
favorite. That was her favorite.
Yeah.
For me, I think I'm gonna stick with Joshua and Virgil.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
was a
stick
good
with
one
Joshua.
too.
That was there are no words.
No
you just
words.
have to sit there screaming to the gods. Ah! That's it.
And with that, that wrapped up the competition for this season, and that was it for the top 4. And
Oh
right,
my god.
yeah, because next week it's all over.
Next week they finally crown America's favorite dancer.
Yes, so that means, guys, vote. I hope you vote or voted.
Yes,
because it's so important now. I mean, and this can go any which way.
Mm-hmm.
This could go because they're all 4 are really, really good. Like I see a really tight, especially between 3. I have to say, like there are 3 dancers there that I felt like this is really tight between the 3 of them, and it could go either way.
It could go any way.
It could go
We've been sucker
through it.
punched before.
We've been through it this season, y'all.
You know.
We've been through it this season.
Don't
but
even get me started. Just
Seriously.
can't even.
So vote, and you know what, guys? We'd love to hear what you think about it.
Yes.
Tell us what you think, and if you have any ideas or guesses on who might be walking away with the top prize, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We're on social media. You can find us on Facebook at 2 Black Chicks and a Bottle of Wine, the SYTYCD edition.
Or you can check us out on Twitter at Tanya_and_Paula.
And you could also find us on YouTube. You can check out our channel, 2 Black Chicks and a Bottle of Wine. And while you're at it, you could rate, comment, and subscribe. You know, just hit that subscribe button down there. Yeah, definitely.
So yes. Oh, and we can't forget since it was such a happy occasion, the happiest of all the occasions.
Yes.
Congratulations to Cat Deely. She's having a kitten.
Aww.
Is that cute? Is that too much?
No. That's adorable. She's having her own little
Congratulations, Cat.
Yay.
I don't know why Nigel got to admit it like that. I was just like,
Well, you know Nigel.
You know Nigel.
He just so.
But yes, congratulations to you, Cat. We drink in your honor.
To you, Miss
Because,
Julie.
well, you can't, girl.
Yes.
You just can't.
Definitely. And with that, you guys, that wraps up the top 4 competitions for this week. And then next week, we get to see the top 20 perform again for one last time. And we run through our favorite routines of the season.
Okay. So what do you think what do you think are your favorite routines that you need to see next week?
Yes.
We want to hear about them.
We know what ours are.
Oh, God, yes.
We know what ours are.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling a lot of them are going to be group routines.
Yeah, because there were a lot of insane group routines this year.
Yes, there was.
Okay.
But
we go no further.
with that, guys, we have to conclude this, and we can't wait for next week. And
It's going to be epic.
Yep. And until then,
This is Tommy.
this is Paula.
And we are 2 black chicks
and a bottle of wine.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.